Good morning. Welcome to the second appointment with our tech tours. Today's focus is going to be wood panels. Xylexpo opened its doors a few hours ago. We would obviously be very happy if you found the time to come and visit us here at Fiera Milano Rho until May the 24th. If you can't manage to do so, you can enjoy some contents, conversations and meetings on Xylexpo Digital platform, which is a way we have identified to keep you posted on what is happening at Xylexpo. Today's focus, as I said, is wood panels. We have selected a specific theme for each of the 4 days, and Xylexpo for the first time takes place from Tuesday to Friday. And let's start our second tech tour. Wood panels represent the queen of all the battles because wood panels are the basis of the furniture industry, interior design industry, and when solid wood left space to buy products, then new horizons opened up that we were not accustomed to. Wood panels also have extended beyond the limits of this material, and there has been a technological development that has led to increasingly automated factories, both for limited productivity, small and medium enterprises, as well as large production volumes, hundreds and thousands of pieces. Our first appointment is with BI-MATIC, specifically with Dario Zanutto, who is the sales manager of this company. He's supposed to be here. Here is Mario Zanutto, sales manager of BI-MATIC. BI-MATIC has been known for edge bending and much more. However, edge bending is at the core of your business. Yes, BI-MATIC celebrates 45 years this year in September. We manufacture edge bending machines. The company was established in 1979 with 3 basic models for carpenters, very small and compact machines to fit the needs of many carpentry shops. Over the years, we have evolved technologically, and ultimately we are now here at this year's Xylexpo, whereby we presented for the first time a new system, boring and edge banding machines. It is different from the classic lot 1 of production, whereby you first apply the edge band and then you bore the panel at a different time. The process typically includes an ring that applies all the edge bend on 1, 2 or 4 sides, and then you move on to the boring of holes. In our system, the new system, we have optimized the process by providing the system with a different process time frame. We apply the edge bend and immediately we bore the holes in the panel. The secret lies in the fact that we optimize cut to size panels. So for an end user that buys this system, it is possible to shorten the production lead time by 40% versus the classic lot 1 system, with a great advantage in terms of space occupancy and added value. How about the overall size of this system? This small system occupies more or less 68 square meters. Well, it's not really that big. Yeah, correct. It's not little, but it's not huge as many lot 1 systems that people are familiar with. This concept was first introduced in Xylexpo in 2010. However, it has been revised and it's now been implemented in a more compact version so that this solution is available to different clients, from a large company that wants an off-size line with low cost and low occupancy rate, and also small clients that wants to penetrate the contract markets with this system, or for a small company that only has one operator to handle the line. Can we look at it? Of course we can. Follow me. So we always start with the edge banding. So this is where the piece to be processed is inserted. The system already communicates what kind of program needs to be executed depending on the barcode. The machine self-adjusts itself and selects the operating program that needs to be used. If it was a manual or a standalone format, the operator would have to think, stop, and select the various steps of edge banding. Here we have an intelligent manipulator whereby the piece is picked up, rotated consistently on the line, and then it is reinserted into the hole boring unit. This hole boring unit was made by Alberti so that we can bore the panels in the first phase of the edge bending. Every single side of edge bending is then followed by boring. So, and depending on how many sides you wanted to edge bend, for some shelves is just one bend, one side. For a door, it's four. So everything is handled smartly. So. And this system also responds to the fact that there is a shortage of skilled labor. Yes, of course, not only that, this is a fundamental part, of course, but then when the technology level goes up, then the labor force is required to be very well prepared, and it's hard to find this type of resources. This system only requires the operator to be able to distinguish a short side from a long side. Very simple and intuitive. Question about the future. Are you an optimistic? Of course I'm optimistic because of this type of solutions. We need to tackle everyday's reality whereby we see low-cost competitors coming over, and so we leverage a lot on technology advancements, and we help clients to do their best with fewer stuff. Thank you, thank you. I wish you an excellent Xylexpo. See you next time. Thank you to Dario Zanutto, BI-MATIC. Let's carry on with our tech tour on wood panel technology at Xylexpo 2024, which will be open until Friday, May the 24th. We are touring the various exhibition halls, and the quality of how products are presented is really very important. It's really enjoyable to just take a short walk and look at these new technologies. So protection systems have improved, and the appearance of these booths is really very appealing, and it brings us closer to the top technologies of other more celebrated industries. So the wood industry has always been seen as the unfortunate relatives of the mechanics, but as a matter of fact, this exhibition demonstrates that we are perfectly capable to come up with beautiful solutions and beautiful ideas to exhibit the products. I've just met a friend of mine here at the exhibition, and so let's now focus on panel saws, which is the initial step of the manufacturing pipeline. So after producing the panel, be it an MDF or chipboard, the first step is cutting. And let's now talk to Alberto Storoni, who is the owner, Storoni, the owner of the company, MACMAZZA. Yours is the microphone and the floor, and maybe we can move a little bit away from the filters, from the noise. So how do you see things with wood panel technology solutions? Well, now Industry 4 and 5.0 allows us to be there. We have solutions on board of the machines. The details of this law have not come out, but we are very hopeful for the future. We are explaining how this law will work to the market. Digitalization and sustainability. How do you combine these two concepts? The solutions we have developed to provide a real energy saving opportunity. They increase the performances of machines, and at the same time they can grant energy saving. For example, we have an optimized aspiration or suction system. A panel sewing machine needs the suction to function as soon as the blade cuts. And when that happens, you do the go-ahead for the suction, not earlier, not later. And this step ensures a very important energy saving. Also because we know that the suction function is the most energy-intensive step of the whole line. Exactly, that's the point. We have implemented this optimization, which alone allows to meet the famous 5% of the Industry 5.0 law. And hopefully we will have all the enforcement decrees released soon. So this is one of the most recent developments that the panel sewing processes have made. A lot has been done, and since the very first circular saws. Yes, indeed, we have even eliminated one step of the process or one machine, like the squaring or sizing machine. Nowadays, we are requested to include sizing and squaring in our systems too, because our machines are so precise. I looked at the diagram of squaring machine, and it's just the same as ours. If you so the machine has also good tolerances. So we all often speak of a multi-materiality nowadays. This is one of the main topics. Is this an opportunity for panel saws too? It is not just a possibility, it is a must-have. If you look at our machines, you see that nearby there is a block of aluminium and plastic. So we cut up to 150 full aluminium thick, solid aluminium thickness, and not empty aluminium, and that's not the same machine that cuts 18 millimeter of birch wood thickness, obviously. However, we use our saws on every kind of material. Do you think the topic of multi-materiality will be the challenge of the next few years? Is this where you're going to benchmark with the others? Yes, the challenge for the future years for a specialized company like ours in a country like Italy, where we don't have a skilled labor force and the little available is very expensive, and where we are faced with a lot of competition from Asian countries. Well, in this situation, the challenge is to target markets that are more demanding, aluminium, plastic, but also wood. We still have many clients in the wood industry that expect precise, good working and functioning machines, and they cut pretty much everything. So that is the ideal positioning for the Made in Italy companies. I think the ideal positioning would be not to target large mass production series, but to get specialized to target quality and customization. Thank you, Alberto, so much. Thank you to Alberto Storoni from MACMAZZA. Enjoy the exhibition. See you. Great. So we have covered the topic of panel saws, which is a very delicate one because, as I said in the beginning, is at the very beginning of the added value chain. The suction system has just turned off, and so the noise is now much better, let's say, much lower. Let's carry on with our tour, and let's go to another company, specifically FIMAL, our next appointment. Who wants to speak to me? Anybody? That's me. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Very well, thank you. I'd say that we're doing fine. We do not complain. Actually, attendance in this very first morning was not very high, but after 10 o'clock, we've been working very, very intensively. So what did you bring here at Xylexpo? Well, we have brought our concept, our piece of jewelry, our distinctive trump card in the market. Then we have our KR, the panel saw, and then we have traditional machines that represent the core business of FIMAL, like circular sewing machines, planers for edges, thickness planers, and what about wood panels? What do you offer? We offer all kinds of cuts according to the time frames decided by the operator. We offer very simple solutions and highly complex solution. Concept is a kind of a hybrid solution. So the ring in between circular saws and panel saws with the correct sewing blade can be used also a lot for solid wood. So our company is back into the solid wood market too. Is there any collaboration between solid wood and panels, or is there a war that is being waged between the two, either one or the other? Well, I have to say that the solid wood smelling like real wood is coming back. Everybody likes it. But yes, historically, there has always been this division between producers of machines for either solid wood or panels. But new techniques, new design developments and trends wink at solid wood too, but obviously wood panels are very much used in the furniture industry, and so it will always be there. We make no distinctions actually. So you are one of the few companies that are still in control of an extremely complex slice of the market that is under attack from different sides, including from far markets and far countries. Are you happy with that? We are indeed. Our decision was a conscious one. We have a privileged quality over the rest. We have made a product that is totally made in Italy output, and so we are only competing against European competitors. It's a market niche, but it's still there. Elevating the quality of more traditional machines. Is it a more complicated challenge? It is indeed more complicated, but it still pays off. There are clients that recognize quality, design, and the market is not saturated yet. We just need to come up with new solutions. And how about the market? How is it evolving? Some people say, well, the order intake is low. Well, we are coming out of two unusual years, two exceptional years, and as far as the FIMAL is concerned, the market is not at the same levels as 2021 and 2022, but even 2023 was a top revenue year for us. It's just a market that went back to the classic 90-day delivery time. Well, healthy normality is good to have. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Cinzia, and enjoy the exhibition. See you soon, hopefully. Thank you, Luca. See you soon. That was Cinzia Facchini, co-owner of FIMAL, one of the historical brand names of Italian industry for woodworking machinery. We will now carry on with our tech tour. Let's see who the next appointment is with. We'll be pleased to speak to another very smart lady, Lucilla Frisoni, who works in CASADEI BUSELLATO and other brand names that originated from the joint forces of two historical businesses in our manufacturing industry. Good morning. Let's try and approach Lucilla. Lucilla, good morning. We have an appointment, don't we? Can we steal you from your guests? Yeah, she'll be back in no time. How nice to see you again. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. Shall I put on my jacket? Yes, I want to put on my jacket. All right. So, CASADEI Busellato, what are your plans here at Xylexpo? Well, CASADEI Busellato does a lot of things here at Xylexpo. We are presenting our broad range of machines. We have brought only the two major novelties concerning the two main machine lines of CASADEI Busellato. One is a machining center and the other one is an edge bending machine. They are presented for the first time at Xylexpo. The machining center, we are now on the exit side of the machining center. It features a multifunction working table. Can we move over on the other side? Of course we can. You lead the way, Lucilla. Here we are. Here we can see this new machining center. It is equipped with a multifunction working table. What's new about it? Well, first of all, the bumpers. These are protective bumpers which allow to have a machine whose dimension is very reduced and limited, and so it fits spaces of small businesses too. Space constraints is one of the fundamental variables that we need to consider in the carpentry industry and in the woodworking industry too, of course. The working table measures 13 by 3,100 by 1,300. It is a comprehensive machining center. It works solid wood too, but through the multi-function working table is more calibrated and designed for nesting operations. Of course, it is a machine meant for wood panels. It has some peculiar features. In its standard version, it features a so-called loader for edge bending of the end parts because it allows for a very quick tool change. And this is one of the novelties that we thought would be appropriate to exhibit here at Xylexpo. And then there is a Flexa 43. That's another type of product. CASADEI Busellato, as you may know, offers a broad range of products. Almost all wood processes are represented at CASADEI Busellato. Flexa 43 is an automated edge bender. Let me show it to you from the best side where you can see through. This edge bender is born with a 10-inch touchscreen, which is also available though in larger format, such as 21 inches, so very wide size. And the edge bender has an extremely performing glue basin which discharges at the bottom, so we can work both with polyurethane glue and EVA glue materials. It allows to replace glue very quickly, which is one of the strategic variables in the carpentry processes. Basically, it reduces the downtime of the machine, the time required to set up the machine. It mounts a 2-engine round. It processes 60 millimeters, and some peculiar solutions have been adopted, and it is presented for the first time on this product line. Another characteristic of this automated edge bender is the edge scraper with interchangeable head units. It provides for extreme flexibility in processing, and I would say that it allows again to speed up a series of activities and operations in carpentry shops, and it reduces time. So two variables, time and space, are back. No longer the philosophical categories, but space and time are very practical. They are fundamental to be managed. Spaces are always smaller because of time, space costs, and so costs time. So we try to move towards the satisfaction of our clients by presenting increasingly evolved and advanced software solutions, user-friendly solutions, software that can ensure performances such as controlling machines from remote, and also performing a number of functions that were unthinkable in the past. So we are very active in the area of technological innovation, both for software and services too. So I was about to ask you about the future challenges. You already addressed the questions. Well, the challenges of the future include innovation in the software area, absolutely, no doubt, but also the ability to really spot and capture the actual needs of clients. So clients want highly performance machines, but also easy to use machines, easy to use, user friendly, as I said, and so machines that allow to adopt an approach that is actually easier to work. Perfect, Lucilla, thank you. We need to carry on with our tech tour. Let me wish you an excellent exhibition. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Thank you for visiting. So that was Lucilla Frisoni from CASADEI Busellato. We are now headed to meet our next company. We have an appointment with Aldo Zaffaroni. So let's see where Aldo Zaffaroni is waiting for us. And in the meantime, let's have a look at hall number 3. We are almost there. Good morning. So this is Zaffaroni. This business, this company is renowned for making very strange machines. We don't know why. Let's ask them. So, and their machines also make bottles of water, as you can see. Let me give you the microphone. Good morning, Aldo. How are you? Pretty well, thank you. What are you doing here at Xylexpo? Well, I am trying to exhibit my glorious and amazing multi-blade saw for panels. First of all, it has roller-driven conveyors, precision rollers. You can put your hand in it. Don't worry. Hopefully, my brother on the other side doesn't switch on anything. Anyway, this is the real core of the machine. Let's look at the heart of the machine. You can see this shaft, the main shaft with this board. Here comes the magic. Every time you need to change the size, you will have to change the shaft. This is how you pull it out. Very easy, very quick. Exactly. Convenient, fast. So the setup of the machine is occurring outside of the machine. So You pull the shaft out. In 5 minutes, you change the cartridge, and the downtime is minimized. So what's the application? You can put a wood panel in it. You can either sew it, or you can do multiple molding for decorative wood panels or acoustic panels. Let me show you some products. Primary need could be just sewing wooden slat. Look at this one. It is very nice. This is a rolling shutter. These are design elements, components for the furniture industry. And also a classic decorative wall panel. And it can also be turned into an acoustic wall panel. And by replacing a blade with a miller, you can work at different geometries, different patterns. Are you happy with this machine? Absolutely, we are. This machine project is pretty recent, 2012. Well, the multi-blade saw was first set up in 1979, but this evolution with this new model is really broadening your reference market, isn't it? Absolutely. It can accomplish many tasks, it works for many applications, and it processes many materials. So you are also into the multi-materiality. Why not? It's very fashionable nowadays. We have some panels here made of PVC, polyethylene, and also cement-like conglomerates, cement fibers. Is this the topic of the future? Woodworking machines will have to get closer to machines of the other industry. Well, I don't have any crystal ball, but multimateriality is one of the aspects that can differentiate the products. If a machine manufacturer is smart enough to explore beyond its boundaries, then yes, this could be a key successful element for the future, obviously. Are you optimistic for this Xylexpo edition? Absolutely, I'm an optimistic by nature, no matter what. If you look at the numbers, of course, you can't be that excited. However, there is no bottom line, or at least we want to hope for a rebound effect. So we need to come out from this moment. So, and Italians somehow are always optimistic. So you're not worried too much from these waves from this bad business cycle. Well, we went through worse times. What about the future challenges? What about the, will it be the market, the smart solutions, all these factors? I would not exclude any of these factors. And just very simply, the generational transition in all businesses, and also the transition and the change in staff and operators is something that affects all companies. And it's a very fluid and liquid situation, I would say. All these challenges will be won, hopefully. Thank you. Thank you, Aldo, for your patience. Enjoy Xylexpo. See you soon. Thank you so much. Okay, let's now carry on with our tech tour. And as I anticipated yesterday, the appointment with SCM is still on the agenda. And today, too, we are visiting SCM 2. We are going to meet with Luca Bergantini, who is the Deus Ex Machina in SCM for wood panels. Let's hope he's waiting for us. We are now entering the SCM exhibition booth. As always, SCM Group booth is very impressive. Luca Bergantini, I saw you. Here he is. Good morning, Luca. I introduced you as the Deus Ex Machina for solid wood in SCM. You have titles that are very complicated and long here. So please introduce yourself. Good morning, Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Luca Bergantini. I'm the regional sales manager for Italy and the Mediterranean area, which includes Turkey and Africa too. And I am also the business unit manager. So I am the person that follows the development of products for solid wood machines, which you have become familiar with this morning with Simone Scortichini. What can we say about the world of wood panels? Well, Luca, I would say that as we have seen in the previous meetings, during Xylexpo 2024, SCM presents itself with a completely new format, a multimedia mode. We have identified 8 processes plus the engineering process, which is the link amongst all technologies, so standalone technologies, software machines, digital services. And for wood panels, our booth has some specific features that I would like to show you. Please go ahead. You can lead the way. So as I anticipated, we have identified 8 processes plus the engineering part. The 2 key processes that best represent the processing and applications for wood panels are here right in front of me. One is furniture, supplies and kitchens. We are displaying a kitchen module that is extremely representative of our solutions, also in the light of multi-materiality. We have seen during the latest design week in Milan that the concept of multi-materiality is really intensifying in the area of wood panels too. Furniture supplies are no longer made of wood alone, but also they are combined with marble, glass, leather, composite materials. So in this case, with regards to the wood panels, we are exhibiting what SCM Group, which also includes CMS, can offer. That is to say, applications for wood panels, but also for extra wood. We can now move on to the surface treatment corner, which is extremely related to the world of wood panels. And here we can see some of the effects that we can deliver thanks to our software and technologies. So 3D processing made with feed through a machine, a DMC specifically, or laser application that are then coated with varnish or coated with films or membranes. Exactly. So your range is one of the broadest in terms of wood panel solutions. Absolutely, that's true. We have a huge range of products which covers traditional joinery machines that have been there since 1952 up to turnkey solutions for large companies and large production sizes. Exactly. Faced with the question, who are your clients? Well, our clients go from the smallest carpenters and hobbyists to large corporations that we are all familiar with. So let's talk about the current experiences. Tomorrow we're going to focus on the surface treatment solutions. So is there any specific challenge out there for wood panels, or is it a mature material that is now worked in a consolidated fashion? Well, one of the challenges that we want to take on is the sustainability challenge. Sustainability is, of course, related to our products and the materials that we process. In this light, the Industry 5.0 concept that we are trying to disseminate during this exhibition go are oriented towards this direction. Up until last year, we were mentioning Industry 4.0. Nowadays, we've upgraded it to Industry 5.0. So artificial intelligence applied to processes and to improving the efficiency of the machines. This has an impact, of course, on the materials that we use for wood panels. Historically, these are materials that can then be recovered and recycled over time. Is the challenge of sustainability a hard one for whoever produces a technology? Well, there are tools to win this challenge. It is absolutely exciting and stimulating to do so, especially in a context like this one. So in a hall at Xylexpo, in a booth like this one that really expresses 5.0 industry concepts. You can perceive and you can touch with your own hands all the solutions in terms of digital control room and software solutions applied in terms of sustainability. Thank you so much, Luca, for being so comprehensive in providing this overview. Enjoy the exhibition. Thank you. So thank you to Luca Bergantini from SCM, and let's now carry on with our tech tour. As you see, SCM made a daring choice this year, which is also very effective and successful. So it presents everything on a digital platform. So it maintains the promises that they have all the skills and competencies to win the challenges of digitalization, sustainability, and solutions that offer excellent performance. Now let's see who the next appointment is with. We are going to talk about software. So the topic gets more complicated. If there is a chapter or a challenge that has been narrated very well and that has allowed technology to make a huge leap forward, is actually the story of software, endorsing smart software systems that allow the machines to go well beyond its structural and mechanical boundary. An excellent or a good software nowadays is able to really play a crucial role in terms of achievements of technology. We are about to reach the DDX booth, and I believe Mr. Ghilardi, Mauro Ghilardi, is waiting for us. Mauro Ghilardi, DDX software house that it's a worldwide renowned. I was saying that over the past 20 years, something made a difference in the woodworking machine industry, and that is indeed software. With a good software, even a non-highly performing machine can deliver excellent results. Is this too simplistic a view? No, that's actually the truth. As a matter of fact, a software is the brain, the machine is the arm, the operating arm, and the software allows the operator to accomplish tasks simply. So it could be a table, a piece of furniture, a door, a frame. Instead of drawing individual pieces, you can design the entire element on a 3D format, and then the software creates the program. So let's say it clearly so that everybody can understands. You can make a drawing, and that drawing is translated into an instruction for the machine. The CAD/CAM is a consolidated fact and reality, and it works in small and medium enterprises too, isn't it? Exactly, because you can make products to measure. If you make standard projects or standard production, that project takes up multiple hours, but then that time spreads across several pieces. Whereas if you make a product to measure, you will make it just for that moment, for that customer, for that client, and also the product type may change right after that, as well as the material or the setting. So here, as you can see, we have a series of software products that are developed for those who design different pieces. We can start with EasyWood, our CAD-CAM product, 3, 4, 5 axis CAD-CAM solutions, and this is a software that runs the machines. From there, we can move on to power stairs, so you can design your stairs 3D, and the software creates all the programs. Or XDesign Pro, you design an individual piece of furniture or a contractor supply a whole kitchen, a whole bedroom, and automatically EasyWood creates all the programs, not for one single machine, but for many different machines, a nesting machine, a boring machine, a 5-axis machine. All these programs are created automatically. And then we have PowerWin. That's a software that designs doors and windows on a 3D platform, and then EasyWood creates all the programs for the machining centers, for small carpentry shops, or for large-sized production lines. Whether it's a solid wood or wood panel, software doesn't make any distinction exactly. Where is the software more effective and successful than? So out of 100 clients, 95 are furniture manufacturers. So our core business lies in the area of wood panels. With the 110 incentivization measure, many manufacturers bought large lines and systems, and nowadays those large lines work just half their capacity, and so they start to produce and make furniture. And that's where you step in. You can integrate with your software. Exactly, EasyWood is at the heart of everything. Whatever you make in terms of product, EasyWood processes and develops the programs to produce them. Clients that had XDesign Pro or Power Stairs, and after 2 years started to make and manufacture doors and windows too, and they only bought the designing part of the software. So the software has become essential, fundamental. Absolutely, that's correct. The goal is to get into somebody's place and do everything, whereas in the past we would just focus on the stairs, somebody else would do the doors and windows, and whereas nowadays the same carpenter does everything for home environment. So you have kind of opened the doors to huge change. You have concealed and hidden all the difficulties in the software. Actually, I wouldn't use difficulties. I would say that we have embedded competencies and skills in the software. A carpenter, an interior designer nowadays is faced with a huge problem. They're short of personnel, or so they take unskilled labor that have just come out of school. But these labor force, how capable we there be to work independently, and as time goes by, software will acquire these skills and competencies. Is it so easy to learn how to use these products? It is easy, and also it is fun. As I said last time we met, we also have virtual reality solutions here. Nowadays, I have a concept, I have an idea, I show it on a virtual basis to a client. And look at these 3 different houses that I have prepared in virtual reality. So the client walks into these environments, so into this virtual environment. He chooses his favorite one, and that's when the software design process starts. Exactly. So not all clients have large showrooms to show everything they can produce, and so virtual reality solves this issue too. Do you feel responsibility for this? Absolutely. Yes, clients, when they come over to us, they say, well, this is my business, this is my company, I will hand it over to you. So I do feel the responsibility. Are you optimistic? This is my last question. Absolutely, always optimistic. This is day 1 of the exhibition. We thought the attendance would be low, but this morning our booth was fully crowded. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best then. See you next time. Very well. We've also addressed the chapter of software, the huge chapter of software. Indeed, I've been working for many years in this industry, and I have to say that machines have evolved. They are mounting more powerful equipment and accessories, but the fact that we now have a brain software next to the machine operator, and then the fact of having controls that can manage and run multiple machines at the same time really allowed the whole industry to switch from artisanal carpentry shops to large systems and plants. All this combination between software and technology is definitely beneficial, and solutions that used to be highly expensive up until a few years ago, and they were just limited to a limited audience. Certain systems and solutions require high production numbers. Well, all these numbers have, in terms of prices too and costs too, have been made affordable to smaller realities. So there is an elevation of the technology level and quality level that is now pervasive also for more traditional machines. I think we've now come to our last stop for the day, and here we are with Luca Biscione from IMAS AEROMECCANICA. How are you, Luca? IMAS AEROMECCANICA. Well, first of all, introduce yourself and what is your business about. My name is Luca Biscione. I am the marketing manager for IMAS AEROMECCANICA, which is a business operating in the air suctioning and filtering systems. You are active in many different industries. Yes, wood industry, mechanics, finishes, forgery, composite materials, plastics, rubber. So wherever there is a process of involving a material that produces scraps or waste, our systems suction these pollutants, filter the air, and then we release air in the atmosphere once it has been purged and cleaned. So we place a lot of attention to safety and the environmental friendliness. Safety comes first for us. Operators working in manufacturing plants breathe polluting substances for many years, and so they may be faced with degenerative diseases. And then there is a high concentration of certain materials or such as wood, flour, sugar, aluminium in high concentrations. These materials can trigger explosions, as you can see from this video behind me. So every year we see that there are many deaths due to concentrated substances in work environments. There is also legislation that is now very strict. Yes, in Italy, for example, the safety at work legislation of the region of Lombardy is very, very strict. We are very careful with our systems that ensure the compliance with the absolute threshold parameters set by the law. So we offer and develop solutions that really meet this challenge. We cannot compromise on the health of workers. How much does the wood industry represent in your business? Well, wood industry has declined in terms of numbers. In Italy, for example, there is no longer a culture for woodworking processes. In Italy, we think that wood is just about a piece of furniture made of wood, whereas in a country like France, wood is very much utilized and appreciated. France is the number 1 country in the southern part of Europe. The level of technical competencies is much higher than in Italy. In Italy, we are very good at artisanal, at craftsman's level, but not at industrial level. Italy is no longer investing into this on an industrial scale, and most of the woodworking machine manufacturers sell their products abroad. They no longer sell in Italy. We used to have Natuzzi in the south, and in the north we had big manufacturers of chairs, sofas, kitchens, and they all downsized and moved their manufacturing plants abroad. Do you export much of your products? Well, as we know, as we do not just work with the wood industry, we export 70% of our products, and the rest, 30%, is done in Italy. Mechanics, for example, is still very important for us in Italy. There has been an automotive industry decline, and we were impacted by it. However, mechanical industry is still performing very well. Is there any challenge for the suctioning systems in the wood industry? Anything that is providing new stimuli? Well, we are trying to increase the performance in terms of safety, which is the most important factor for us. Our system works on machines that then process wood, so we try to raise the performance against the legislation requirements, and we release air that is cleaner and cleaner in the air. You're like a travel companion, so we accompany your technology developers in implementing a project. Absolutely. There are people who work suctioning system that helps the machine run, makes it safe and clean, and ensures that operators are safe and get back home every night after work. And then in the air, in the atmosphere, we have clean air. Thank you, Luca. Let's meet the next time. Thank you so much. I think we now have one last appointment. Well, over the past 30 years, we've been developing machines for small carpenters to work wood panels. 30 years ago, we were amongst the early starters. We're still doing the same thing, but we are using industrial machines technology for the benefit of small realities, and it works. Incredibly, we have fun in doing so. We've been doing this for 30 years. We've been successful. CASADEI INDUSTRIA was established much earlier than just 30 years ago. My grandfather started manufacturing woodworking machines right after the war, and my duty is to carry this tradition forward. The core business has been edge bending over the years, right? Yes. Well, 30 years ago, a craftsman or a carpenter was happy with just gluing edge bends. Now they want to use the best glues. They want precision, accuracy. We succeed in delivering this. We produce about 1,400 machines in a year, so that's an interesting number. And this market, I believe, still has a good potentiality, and there are still rooms to be explored in this market. So this market is becoming more and more complex, and not just because of the demand of carpenters that evolve and raise their expectations, isn't it? That's true. I mean, you need to somehow accompany these requests. Our business size is still limited, but we can react fast and flexibly to the requests. We can put new machines into production quite quickly, and this is a good recipe for us. What differentiates a good edge bender from a regular standard one? What really makes a difference nowadays? Well, a good edge bender nowadays needs to be as easy to use a machine, and by easy I mean that a small carpenter is not eager to do maintenance or usually doesn't pay attention to keep the machine tidy and neat. So predictive maintenance is really a non-concept for small carpenters, isn't it? Almost, yes. So our goal is to manufacture machines where the maintenance demand is minimized, so efficient and effective suctioning system. As you switch on the machine, the suctioning system turns on automatically, and if it is efficient, then the machine remains clean. This is a good starting point. What about the future challenges for CASADEI Busellato? Well, challenges are always the same: looking for new product, developing new products, looking for new markets. We strongly believe in the potentiality of the industry. I think that results have proven us right. We will carry on this road, keep on investing and looking forward and never backward. Thank you, Andrea Muratori from CASADEI INDUSTRIA. So we'll meet soon to tell the story of these first 30 years of activity. Well, this tech tour in the wood panel world has come to an end. We've completed our duty. We've seen all the major players from panel sewing to edge bending to suctioning systems. So we've addressed many aspects of the woodworking reality, which is a field of challenges because the wood panels represent the critical mass of wood furniture or wood products. So this celebration of wood panels has come to an end, and so comes to an end the second day. And let's meet tomorrow for the tomorrow's tech tour that will deal with finishing processes, preparing surfaces, that's sanding surfaces, and then finishing in terms of coating or varnishing. And tomorrow we will speak about this. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for being with us. See you tomorrow with Xylexpo Digital.